Hi, everybody. It's Georgia Rose from Zenkuda. And I just wanted to come on really quick and give you some energy update because we are going to the 11/11 portal tomorrow. And then on the 12th, we have a full moon in Taurus. So what's going on with the energy? So 11/11 is tomorrow, and that's a very strong energy portal. You hear a lot about it. But what 11/11 really is it's telling us to be aware. Whenever you see 11/11 on the clock or you see repetitive number 11/11 somewhere, it's really telling you to be aware, be conscious of what's going on right now. What was your last thought? What are you thinking? So when 11/11 comes to us, it's really astrologically a time where we're supposed to be aware and really look and see what is happening in our lives and become a little contemplative. Tomorrow's 11/11 portal is extremely powerful. And the reason for that is there's a couple of things going on, not just the fact that there's a full moon in Taurus on the 12th, but the actual day of the 11/11 is a time when Mercury is actually in conjunction with the sun. And that only happens a few times a century. And when it happens this time, Mercury actually passes in front of the sun. And Mercury is our mind, it's our illumination, it is the way we think. And so when we have the most powerful light, the illumination of the sun, passing behind that and illuminating all the energy of Mercury and every thought that we have, it's a very powerful time to connect to our thought process, to our inner being, and also to galactic and higher power energy. So tomorrow's 11/11 portal is really, really heightened. And then there's a few other things that are going to happen in the next few days that even heighten the astral and the cosmic energy even more. I would not be surprised if we hear some kind of an announcement or some kind of an invention or discovery that has something to do with cosmic energy or extraterrestrials or galactic energy, maybe even the planets or astrology or space of some kind between now and the end of the month, because there's a lot of energy coming in and so much galactic energy, so much energy of higher power and higher self that it's a great time to connect, to meditate, etc. And I'm going to go into a few of those things now. But first of all, I want to talk about Chiron. Chiron is the planet known as the wounded healer. Chiron, I like to think of as our pain body. Chiron is the place that we come into this life with something that needs to be healed, and Chiron gives us the power to help us heal it. And right now, Chiron has been retrograde, and it's going to go right back to the first degree of Aries. And Aries is the start. It's the first astrological sign in the zodiac, and the first degree of Aries is symbolic of the start of creation. So when we have a planet that's our wounded healer going back to the first degrees of Aries, which is creation, 0 point energy in the astrology chart, that to me signifies that we're going to revisit a lot of the work that we've done this past decade, revisit a lot of the scars and the wounds and the karmic healing that we had to do in the last few years or few months or whatever that time period is for you. And I think it's coming in now because this is a really strong cleansing and purging time for energy in the world. It's very strong astrologically, and it's very strong because it's being led by the high vibration in the collective right now. So right now, we are at an all-time high for the energy to promote our alignment with our soul purpose. We're at an all-time high of evolution for the human species. This energy is really supporting us to take our next step forward and do that with love and heart-based energy and the energy of true soul purpose. So you want to work with that. And I think what's probably going to happen during this 11/11 portal and this full moon is a lot of those thoughts are going to be illuminated, especially tomorrow when Mercury passes in front of the sun. I think that that's going to bring up a lot of energy of where was I 12 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago? What did I dream of doing as a child? And I want to do that now. I want to follow that intrinsic dream that was a part of me when I was very young. And I think you're going to see a lot of people connect and reconnect with those dreams that were really their soul purpose to begin with, and that we kind of threw a lot of stuff on top of and over and in the way of. So I think that's the energy coming in. And I think that whatever that pain body, that Chiron energy coming in has been blocking for you, there's something we bring into this life that blocks our healing. I think in the next few days, that's really going to be illuminated, and we have the power to once and for all put that to rest, unblock it, and see the beautiful light that the universe is giving us. And so this is a really powerful time, a really good time. But of course, it's uncomfortable for us because we're going into more light than we've ever known before on this planet, and we're not used to that. So our bodies are adjusting. I know the last few days, my allergies have been really bad, and I have been very vertigo-y and kind of like wonky because this energy of the 1111 portal is so intense. And then we have a full moon in Taurus on top of it. So I want to talk about that, but just know that all of this is happening. And I really believe this intuitively, psychically, and also backed up by the astrology. This is a time when we are coming into a new version of ourselves. We're reinventing a new you. And this is actually the you that you are remembering that you were supposed to be when you were incarnated into this life. So although it's a new you for us, it also feels very familiar and very aligned and very right once you hit it. So a lot of changes happening. Be aware of the feelings that come in the next few days, especially until the 20th of November, because that is really where you need to work on the things in your life that are, showing you what your true purpose is. So this full moon comes in, and the energy is going to kind of move through us. We have these blocks sometimes in our life of things that we want to accomplish and can't. And this energy is really in our favor to get rid of those blocks and really, come into our power. A lot of power. That's why we're feeling a lot of power. My ear is ringing right now as I'm saying this. So that power is coming in because we're no longer going to feel powerless. Those blocks that we've had in our life, that energy of our pain body, Chiron, whatever that wound was, loneliness, grief, whatever those wounds are, wherever they're manifesting in your physical body, those are going to start to move. They're going to start to move now as Mercury passes in front of the sun. The sun illuminates your power to understand how to get yourself out of those things, and also illuminates the power of what your soul purpose really is and brings it to the forefront. So this is a huge time of shedding so that we can come into our full potential and realize those limits and those limits that we put on ourselves and the liabilities that we gave ourselves are going to dissipate now. This is Scorpio. Scorpio, a lot of Scorpio energy this month. Scorpio, it means something has to die to transform. So look on the bright side of that. Something has to die to transform. That's creation. When something is transitioning, creation is in its highest power of bringing in something new. So just know that. So this 1111 portal is really, really strong. And then right on the tail end of it, we have a full moon in Taurus, which is a gift, because that full moon in Taurus is actually our abundance. It's our, Taurus is our stability, our food source, it's nourishment, it's supply. And you have that right when Mercury is passing in front of the sun, illuminating the things that we need to come into our full potential. That is energy that works hand in hand. So this full moon is really going to set us off to reach our potential. If you have anything in your life that you're thinking of doing now, that you're thinking of being in the planning stage, unveiling, bringing to the forefront, that is going to become so clear for you in this energy. And then on around the 19th or so, a lot of things happen. And when the 19th and 20th come in the next week, it's going to be like vroom. It's like all of a sudden the energy just takes off. And what happens is Mars, first of all, enters Scorpio. So that's really focused intention. That's really focused drive and ambition. And when that happens, it's going to be, what is your voice? What do you really want to speak about? And that's going to be huge for you and all of us, because that's going to put together all the energy you're working through right now and bring it into execution when Mars hits Scorpio on the 19th, 20th. And then the other thing that happens then, and this is the most significant thing for the rest of the year, is Jupiter aligns with the supergalactic center at 27 degrees Sagittarius. What is the supergalactic center? The supergalactic center is the area in space that is the largest black hole that we think of as God energy. It's our gateway to creation, to 0 point energy, to where our soul purpose, the creator of all that is, lies, is in that energy. It's the 0 point of the universe. And Jupiter, the planet of expansion, is going to be directly there on 11/19. So when you have all this energy, this is a momentous buildup. This is a buildup. And why is it happening? Because the universe is aligning to bring us all to a soul purpose. The universe is aligning to evolve us into, I was meant to do this in my life. This is my purpose. I need to do it and be in alignment with it. And that's really what it is. This is focused purpose at its highest octave. So when that happens between the 20th and the rest of the month, you're going to see a lot of things coming into alignment. You may also see some things coming up repetitively that were in your life 12 years ago. That was the last time Jupiter hit the supergalactic center. So if you have those energies that you still haven't resolved, that dream you still haven't fulfilled, now is the time it's going to be fulfilled. And that is a 12-year cycle. And then in closing, I just want to say, let's use all of this energy to be aware. This is a return of us to what we want, why we want it, and where are we in the process of getting it, and really living our ideal life. So definitely use this energy for that. Make your goals, make your list, set your timetable, really execute the plan that you have not executed in your life until now. And the other thing I'm going to leave you with is that this energy is intensified. We have a lot of planets moving very quickly right now, and that gives us the feeling of intensity and rapid movement. Don't get overly emotional in that. You want to use that to propel you, assert you forward, not make you aggressive, because there are a lot of people in this energy. It's very intense energy, and there are a lot of souls that will become fearful in that because things are speeded up. Things seem to be very intense energetically. You're going to get messages much quicker, meditations, astral travel, dreams, heightened like never before in this particular energy. There are a lot of things coming in that are building and building and building, because this is all part of January 12th, 2020, which is the ignition of the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. Humongous, humongous. There's a reason why we were born to experience this in our lifetime. It's a personal reason within your chart, within your soul, and you will know that as this energy builds. So definitely meditate, do your spiritual practices, do your drum circle, do your drumming, do your automatic writing, do your candle gazing, look into the flame, you'll see things. Communication with the other side and with spirit is tremendously heightened right now. Astral traveling. If you're clairvoyant, you're going to see visions, third eyes opening like unbelievable. So just know this is the energy, and it's all meant so that we are aware. This 11/11 portal ignites a lot of stuff. It's going to build until the end of the month when we've got Jupiter on the galactic center. We've got Mercury going passing in front of the sun, illuminating all of our mental capacity, our intellectual capacity. We've got Chiron at the 0 point energy of Aries, igniting creation, a heightened creation, creating your dreams, creating the things that you want to do in your life. And we've got the energy building. We've got Venus moving quickly. We've got Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto. This is gathering all momentum to bring us into 2020. So do your work. Try to really stay grounded. That's why this Taurus full moon is a gift for us, because that energy is going to ground us and it brings us in abundance. And Taurus is a very sensual energy, not sensuality in the sense of sexuality, but sensuality in the taste of food, the smell of things, the aromas, the touch, the feel. Taurus are very sensual people. They like security, and they find security in the materialization of things. So just know that energy is coming in to give us this grounding that we need, because we're very woo-woo right now. We're very spacey. That's because Neptune is very heightened. Neptune is actually sextiling Saturn, I believe. And the sun also is playing in with Neptune and Mercury. And also Mercury is trine Neptune at the full moon. When the planet of Mercury, which is our thoughts, our intellectualism, trines Neptune, which is our connection with divinity, our imagination, our fantasy, man, we are going to fly, and we're going to fly high. So fly high, my friends. And if you need me, you know where to message me for a private reading. Just message me or connect@zenkuda.com. You can email. And if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. I actually have a lot of glitchy stuff happening. website stuff. Today I wanted to put a title on this video and my keyboard's typing backwards. Like, that never happened. As a kid, I used to talk backwards all the time to people, and my mother used to get freaked out because I was really good at that, but I didn't want my keyboard to start typing backwards today. So have a great day. Have a great Sunday. Get out there where it's a little bit warm and have some great nature. And I will talk to you guys very soon. I have some announcements coming up. Amazing energy of Rick Bader is coming to visit us here at Zencuda on the 30th of November. I'm trying so hard to get that announcement out, and my computers are not cooperating. I see Mariko's there. I'm working on it, Mariko. And hey to everybody, John, Christine, Kathy, Judy, Mariko, Gina, Marianne. I love you all. Thank you. Share the video. Bye.